Hi there, welcome back. Back with me with Kennice. Just gonna put my glasses on top of my head. Alright, that's better. Okay, so I'm here to talk about why I hate reading, but I'm still reading books. So, usually people will say, I don't have time to read books. I just don't enjoy reading books because it took so much time. I get bored easily or something like that. But you have the choice to listen to it by audiobooks. But then here comes the pro and cons of reading books and listening to audiobooks. So here's what I think. Sis. Do you think is it better to read books or listening to audiobooks? Because both of them are just the same thing, right? First of all, reading book is hard and it requires you commitment, I would say. So, before I start, I'm just gonna tell you about what I think for this. So, a person can get an understanding by having the dots, like knowledge 1 and then knowledge 2. And then they will get the understanding once they have the connection of these things. So probably the knowledge 1 is what they know right now, and then the knowledge 2 is what people said to them, but they just don't understand yet. What am I doing? Okay, whatever. So when they're connected, they will understand what actually the other person is saying. So that's what I think about understanding. So for books, first you will have the time to understand everything that the author is trying to say to you, so that you will get the whole picture about that. Because you dedicate your time to read it, it will make you a deeper understanding, because the book itself will have so many dots, so many knowledge, and they will connect it all together. And I think that is one of the big benefits of reading books. And then secondly, it contains full elaboration from the author about the thing that they are trying to convey to you, and that is why they can connect everything all together into your mind, because it connects with what you know right now and what they think, and that will reach you to a deeper understanding level. Next thing is about audiobooks. I think it goes the same with podcasts. It is good when you have a lot of things to do. Audiobooks will allow you to do other tasks while listening to it. But I will recommend you to listen to audiobooks only when you're doing mindless tasks, probably cleaning your room or doing repetitious jobs. But that doesn't mean being mindless will allow you to take your time to understand the thing, because audiobooks is like you just press play and pause, right? The audiobooks will keep playing even when you think you need time to process a thought. That's one of the things why I don't like audiobooks, because it doesn't allow me to take my time when there's a sentence that I would like to reflect about. Of course, it's just gonna be bothering you when you have to play and pause all the time. So that's why my recommendation is that audiobooks is only for simpler topics or like a brief discussion about something, not in depth, because listening to audiobooks doesn't allow you to give your full attention. So you're saying that one is better or what? So for me, both audiobooks and books, of course the content is the same, but both of them is like throwing ideas and things into your head almost at the same time. And with books you can take your time, while with audiobooks you just have to absorb it to move on to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. So I will recommend you to read books when it is the topic that you're interested in, you are committed to, while audiobooks is for you when you're so busy and you just want to know about something briefly, because it doesn't require you much time. You can do other tasks with it. So each have their own benefits and their own disadvantage. So that's what I think. So for me personally, the challenge of reading books is that usually I will fall asleep. My phase of reading book goes like this. First 2 pages I will read, and then I will fall asleep, and then I will continue to read a lot of things. So after I fall asleep, usually I will be aware more about what I'm reading than the first 2 pages. So that's why I don't like reading books, because I have to prepare for that phase, and that I thought will take a lot of time and all that. So what I do for reading books more often is I will try to make the book available at all times. So I will just put my book open like this. I kind of modify this thing so that it will help me to open the book, because this thing doesn't help. It doesn't help to hold the book open, so I have to modify it by rubber band. So that's what I do. So when I eat or when I just waiting for loading in the computer or something, I can just read book beside me because it's already open and I just need to read it, you know. So that's what I did. It kind of helped, but I like to listen more than I like to read. Many times I will read out loud everything that I read in the book. For example, alright, maybe this book. Okay, I'm just gonna open random pages here. So North America, there are probably around 500,000 women and girls who have experienced or at high risk of FGM in the United States. So that's how I read books most of the time. I have to read it out loud because that's how I get the point into my brain. So it's kind of the same for me if I read books, because I still need to read it out loud. Same with audiobooks. They have to read it out loud so that I will understand what they're saying. So I believe there are some people who learn better by reading than listening. But for myself, I think I learn better by listening than reading. So that's what I think about reading books or listening to audiobooks. If you want to see more about this topic, just let me know in the comment below. What should I do for next one? And yeah, see you next time. Bye. Thank you for your time, for listening to my monotonous voice.